Hey, fourth grade band, welcome back. This is episode 3 for you, okay? Lesson number 3 for you. This one's on Shoo-Fly, so this is number 38. It says sight reading. Now, Shoo-Fly has a couple of things on it too. Remember, we talked about time signature. Now, in the grand scheme of things, you can still don't have to understand that in the beginning. You can still play the notes. A quarter note still gets a beat. A half note still gets a beat, 2 beats. The thing, though, in this is it adds in 2 things that we really need to talk about. It has a tie, and then it also has the new note top of page 11. Okay, so take a look at that new note for page 11. It has the new note for horn. It's got a low E. For clarinets, we're going to use that right hand. We're going to have in saxophones, we're going to have 1, 2, 3, second finger. That's going to be low B, second hole, second finger. Okay, for clarinets, and that's a low F sharp for saxophones. 1, 2, 3, second finger, no register key. For trumpets and euphoniums, second valve. Trumpets have a B, and then euphoniums have a low A, second valve. Trombones, second position. So here's first position, third position, just in front of the bell. You're going to be halfway between. And what else we got? We got tuba. You guys have second valve. Anytime I say euphonium, tuba, it's the same thing, right? Okay, it's the same fingerings for you, second valve, okay? And guys, we should be looking up actually on our page, looking on Smart Music as well if we need to. If we need to click on the notes in Smart Music, it comes up with 2 little dots, and you can click on those, and one will tell you the fingering for that actually too. A little secret. Okay, for our flutes, we've got a low A. So if this was B flat, it's lower. So we're going to do 1 thumb, 1 and 2, and then just pinky for balance. Just pinky for balance, okay? So we have our sight reading challenge, again, Shoo-Fly. The problem tends to be, is I'm just going to grab 2 random things here, is that the second and third note count as a half note. I know it's got a quarter note. It's got an arc between it. You think it's a slur. Remember, that's a tie. It's going to take 2 notes, and it's going to merge them together. It's going to bind them together. They've got the width of 2, okay, but they are 1 note, okay? We're not going to tongue 2 different notes, okay? So the second and third note end up being the exact same pitch, okay? Exact same pitch. We're not moving off of them. We're counting those for 2 counts. So it sounds like this. If you want to just play with me, go for it. Okay, so that's that piece, okay? Now, again, it doesn't use the note on page 10. We're only using the first 5 notes we learned, and then we're learning 1 more note, and it's a lower note. Okay, it's a lower note for sure, okay? So let's go ahead and we're going to take a look at the first 4 measures. Now, that takes us up to the half note. Sounds like this. Okay, and that last note was 2 counts. So go ahead and try it on your own. I'll wait. Go ahead and pause if you'd like to. That's fine. Okay, so let's play with me again this time. I'll go a little slower. 1, 2, set. Here we go. Now, this is 2 lines long, right? So that's going to be used on the next line. The first 4 measures is the same as the first 4 measures on the second line. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and go on the first line again. We just did those first 4 measures. We're going to see the breath mark, and now we're going to go a little further. We're going to go ahead and take a look at the next part. So that is a D for trumpets, 1 and 3. That is a D for clarinets, that's thumb 1 and 2. It's an A for saxophone, 1 and 2. For horn, it's an open G. For trombones, that's going to be 6th position, low C. Since I said C for low brass, that's also going to be 1 and 3 or 4 for euphonium, or it's 4th valve or 1 and 3 for tuba. Okay, C between just to the left of the 2 black notes on C for mallets. And then for flutes, first finger and pinky is going to get you an actual C. So the second note here, though, is the new note we see in the box at the top corner, the top right-hand corner, our newest note. It's a lower note. Flutes, if you're having trouble, blow down the arrow a little bit. No, again, thumb 1, 2, pinky, remember? And then that, again, is tied, so that gets 2 counts. So it's going to sound like this. Now, we didn't get to this with every single class, so let's go ahead and let's build this one, okay? So we're just going to play the first pitch. Okay, so you played a concert C, played a concert C. We're going to go ahead and play the next note, but it's tied together, so it really looks like 2 notes, right? And we held that for 2 counts, okay? And we're going to come back now to concert B flat, open. And then we're going to go up to the note it started from. So we started and ended with the same pitch. Now we're going to go up 1 note. That takes us to concert D. That's the very first note we ever learned. And then we're going to come back to a concert B flat, open C for trumpets, G, B flat, 1, 1, pinky thumb for flutes, clarinets, 1, 2, 3, C. Okay, basically the lowest note of hot cross buns, right? The lowest note, okay? All right, here we go. So it sounds like this. Okay, go ahead and play with me. Ready? 1, 2, set, and. Now, that's the end of the first line. We would go to the second line. Remember, I said the first 4 measures of the second line are the same as the first 4 measures at the top. So what we really need to do is go to the second line, count back from the end, 1, 2, 3, 4. It's just after the breath mark. We're going to start from there. That's coming down the first 5 notes we know. Here's the lowest note. Here's the highest note. We're going to go so, fa, mi, re, do. And we're going to play down those, okay? Just like the end of, what was it? Little Robin Redbreast, right? Okay, we talked about that. I'll do it one more time. You can play with me. Ready? Okay, so what you may want to do at this point is you might want to practice a few of those little sections. We've got these first 2, which basically practicing that, the first 4 measures gives you 50% of the music. The next 4 go down to that new low note. The part down here is going to be with the coming down the first 5 notes we learned. And go ahead and push pause if you need to practice those. And when you come back, then we'll run through the entire thing, okay? Okay, well, I am assuming you've either paused, practice, or if you stayed tuned, then you're just ready. Okay, so you and me, let's play from the top. Okay, not too fast. 1, 2, get ready, ready. Okay, ready. Sure. No. Yes. No. Ready. Okay, here we go. 1, 2, ready. Great, how'd you do? Okay, you can rewind, go back, try it again. But that's the end of lesson 3, okay? Next lesson is going to be on Russian folk song. I'm just trying to get through the first concert. I want to make sure when we come back in 5th grade that we're ready to go. We're ready to go on, that you understand this. Now, again, one of the most important things is that when you see one of these first 7 pitches now, okay, the first 5 we used for the first concert, and then the lowest note and the highest note we just did for lesson 2 and 3, or is that 3 and 4? Okay, wherever we are. Okay, that's what you're on. Okay, great. So anyways, go ahead and go on to the next one if you're ready. Otherwise, maybe I'll see you tomorrow. Okay, stay on your instrument. Don't forget to oil your valves, brass, because otherwise you're gonna your instrument's not gonna work so hot. Right? Great. I'll see you guys soon.